My 18-month-old son built this. I told him good job and then took half of it. He cried, so I told him, that's socialism. Don't let them bring it here. He looked me dead in the eye and said,
not in my America.
Okay. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Easy Peasy. My name is Zach, and today we're going to be taking a look at r/Thathappened. One time, I bought an illegal CD from someone in Greece. When I played it, it was 47 straight minutes of someone saying, I'm a homeless man that just stole €5 from you. I'm a homeless man that just stole €5 from you. I was shocked, dismayed, and low-key impressed. I told my nephew a watermelon was going to grow in his stomach because he ate some of the seeds, and I kid you not, he looked me straight in the eyes and said, nope, because there's no sunlight, so you're wrong and college has failed you. He's 7. That'd be pretty funny, though. Tell me a secret. One time during class, my drama English teacher, who was a devout vegan and all about not killing animals, accidentally stepped on a ladybug. He froze up and slowly cradles it in his hand, and he was so heartbroken and started quoting Hamlet. I didn't have the heart to tell him that it was a red M&M. My mom giving me realistic life goals. Mom, why don't you read anymore? Me, I read fan fiction. Why don't you read real books? Sorry for wanting stories with gay characters. Wait, is there literally not that much LGBT-friendly literature? No. So what does that mean? I should write some. Go write some gay fiction. ... Be the gay Shakespeare. Nobody, blank. Single moms. Today I went to pump gas and my 3-year-old Ray unbuckled his seatbelt, hopped out of the car and took the pump out of my hand and said, no woman is supposed to pump gas when a man is around. Mommy, I'll step up and even get a 9 to 5 to support our household as a man's supposed to. Little man, I don't think you're quite old enough for a 9 to 5 yet, but yeah, this isn't just fake anyway, so. I was in the bank with my 5-year-old sister when we hear, everyone get down. We all got down except my sister, who said, stealing is wrong. The robbers bolted out and everyone stood and clapped. The bank manager gave us £1,000 for saving the day as well. No. The other day, a white coworker was complaining about a person of color coworker being late always, and then she stopped herself and said, the emphasis of being organized and punctual is a toxic white trait that I have to get over, and I just nodded solemnly. You know you got a dope vibe and personality when the AT&T customer service fella tells you that you're so amazing and he's enjoyed talking to you so much, and wishes we could be friends on Facebook and keep in touch, laughing crying emoji ×4, said he will always remember my voice and hopes we will be back in touch soon. Lol, I'm a whole vibe. Sunglasses, flips, hair. When my son was 5, we took a trip to Gettysburg. He kept correcting the tour guide. I asked him how he knew this information. He said the man in the uniform was telling him. His information was correct. It was more precise than the tour guide's information. Real conversation today. Obstetrician, this baby looks really amazing. How old are you again? Me, almost 42. This is truly amazing. What in the world are you taking? My inventions, Boston C, lightning in a bottle, mega dose vitamin C, pixie dust magnesium, and doctor's shake. Do you mind if I start prescribing these to my patients? Dude, what the hell even are those? I'm surprised he didn't get, arrested. My 10-year-old. Dad, I don't get it. What if people don't go back to work? Do companies close? Why would the government keep giving them money not to work? If a 10-year-old gets it, why don't those in DC? Sad. Elderly lady in the corner store. Me. Excuse me, ma'am. I'ma slide past you. Lady. Oh, don't mind me. I like seeing a man work. Yeah? Rare nowadays. You can work on me anytime. Oh dear. Somebody come get they grandma. Book fair economics. Me. I'll give you $20 to spend at the book fair. Wes, can I buy 3 books? Probably not, because there's going to be tax. Is that because of Biden? Maybe. I wish Trump was still president. Me too, bud. Me too. Shut the hell up. Me. I don't have full body tracking. Random dude on VR chat. Because you're poor, I bet you play on a Quest 1. Me. Sends him pic of my setup. Random dude. Logs off. Honestly, that looks ugly as shit. Overheard at a grocery store by someone waiting in line behind a woman speaking on her cell phone in another language. Ahead of her was a white man. After the woman hangs up, he speaks up. Man, I didn't want to say anything while you were on the phone, but you're in America now. You need to speak English. Woman, excuse me? Man, very slow. If you want to speak Mexican, go back to Mexico. In America, we speak English. Woman, sir, I was speaking Navajo. If you want to speak English, go back to England. Two kids walk up to me. Excuse me, what are your pronouns? Me, they, them. Thank you for asking. One kid to the other. I told you, me. Well, I mean, it is nice to ask people what their pronouns are. This boy's name is blank. After getting a smartphone and using the internet, thereby following atheists' pages, he lost his faith and converted to atheist. We argued and I tried my best to convince him to turn back to Islam, but he wouldn't listen. He threatened to spit on the Quran. He did and sent me the video as he did. I prayed to God to deal with him, and by the next day when he woke up, this is what Allah turned him to. This should serve as a lesson and deterrent to those who would in future try to desert the religion. This did not happen. The first time I actually heard that was in my second year of middle school, so grade 8, and by then I had figured out that I was gender fluid. I deadass walked up to the teacher and said, "Can I be on my own team?" There was 14 boys and 16 girls. And do you want to know who won? I did. No. When I was in grade 10, there was this insanely good-looking female history teacher who was the most famous teacher in our school. She was so famous that a friend of mine literally wrote a Wattpad fanfic about her, and the reader, it was the most not safe for work thing I've ever read, she found out about it and literally read the entire thing with my class, and worst of all, after school she thought I made it and literally wanted to hook up and spend more time with me. What? Okay, sure. Today I saw this kid struggling with the bags he was carrying, so I went over to help him. Then out of nowhere, a bunch of gangbangers showed up who apparently knew the kid and shook my hand and was like, "Hey, thanks for helping out our little homie. If you ever need anything, you let us know. Ain't nobody gonna mess with you." Then they taught me this elaborate handshake, and that's how I accidentally joined a Mexican gang. It's that easy? As my 9-year-old would say, that's so dumb. How just is it to have a killer in prison and we have to pay for his and her food, doctors, prison, entertainment, etc. for the rest of their lives? They should work for the cost of their existence or die. They took someone's right to live away, so they should lose theirs or there'll be a bigger pain on others. Ouch, lol. Your 9-year-old sounds like he's fun at parties. Boy in the pub was telling me his job is a penguin erector, so every time a plane flies over Edinburgh Zoo, the penguins can't take their eyes off it and end up falling over, and he just goes around picking them back up. 38 penguins, 2,000 flights a day. Fact check, no, the Edinburgh Zoo does not employ a penguin erector. My 2-year-old woke me with breakfast in bed and said to me, "Happy Mother's Day, Mommy. Just because Daddy left you, it doesn't make you less of a woman. You are a everything and more." You are a everything and more. Guys, I am in tears. I wish someone would call me an everything and more. Just took 93-year-old mom to vote. She's registered blind. In a loud voice, she said, "Which box for war with France?" A cheer went up from waiting voters. What? Told my 3-year-old we needed to pick up dinner for her dad, and she said, "Daddy's a grown man, he can cook his own food." My work here is done. Okay, yeah, sure. Dinner with the family? Screw that. He can eat his own food. That's a good one, blank. I was picking my dog up from daycare after my MMA training, so I was wearing my shirt that has the name on the shirt and says martial arts. Guy with his girlfriend or wife, whatever, standing behind me just speaks up, "Watch out, everyone, we got a badass up here." Where's the punctuation? Told him I could literally put my dick in your mouth and there's not a thing you could do about it. His girlfriend stopped him from getting in my face. Luckily enough, I hate people. Not the first run I've had with a BMW driver, not even the 5th. This guy needs to learn what commas are. I flex on fools and get premium and spend over $100 to fill up my truck, and they look in envy while they put $5 of regular into their Toyota. Then I redline it around the corner and burn up the same amount of money they just spent to get by because I'm a boss. I don't even know what you're talking about. My earliest memory is being in my mother's womb. What is yours? I don't know, man. And farting? Not joking, this song was played at my prom and all the guys were doing the moves almost perfectly. Think about that for a second. And everybody who had a date that night either got laid or got left. Lol, usually laid. Right. I filed my upper buck teeth with a cheap nail filer. I was 13. I had the biggest buck teeth and I hated it. So I grabbed my mom's nail filer, stood in front of the mirror, and went to work. It felt like scraping my teeth on a brick for half an hour. I never told anyone. But 8 years later, guess who got the sexiest, straightest teeth in the fam? This dumb motherfucker. Well, I can probably say you don't have nice looking teeth, but I can probably confirm you are a dumb motherfucker. People who got caught having sex at work, what happened? I got caught in an elevator in the Empire State Building. My company has an office there, and the receptionist was all flirty, so we ended up going extremely hot and heavy in the service elevator between floors. I had stopped it so we had time. Well, she was a screamer, and it echoed all through the elevator shaft, and everyone applauded when it was son of a bitch. They were actually cheering during it. My boss back then yelled at me, so everyone saw that and took me out for drinks. We both continued to work there until we went different ways. Company was lax. I was making them serious coin as well. All right. What is the most effective way you have persuaded someone to not do something? Trying to stop my boyfriend from buying a dog. When I was younger, about 11, someone broke into our house to burglarize it. They came into my room and I just sat up in my bed and stared them straight in the face and said, "You must like burning in hell with no friends and family because God does not forgive crimes." Then burglar man paused, dropped his torch and said, "What am I doing with my life?" And then he left. The police found his prints on the torch and he got arrested. I'm gonna say no on that one. Nothing wild, but I slept with many of my college-aged female students. I'm talking 20 plus, some of them even in the same class at the same time. I didn't even give a shit because I was only planning to be there 3 months for a summer, but ended up saying 5 years. Westgate is a great company to work for, just saying. -16 downvotes. You forgot about the humble part and humble brag, mate. Yup, I remember. This is actually how I lost my virginity, smile. Mom forced me to say hi to her college friend, and damn, she was one fine thing. We flirted like all day in front of my mom, lol. I took her to my bedroom at the end of the day to do you-know-what, wink. Doubt 99% of kids in this sub know what I'm referring to right now. I just barely turned 18 at the time, by the way, so this was consensual. -5 downvotes. r/thathappened and r/I have sex are going to love you. Had to share this. So the KFC I work at actually uses fresh chickens on site to make their food. We have a big coop in the back, and each morning the on-duty butcher does his thing. Do I have to go into detail? A lot of our staff is really f***ing upset at this, as they hate the fact we basically slaughter these animals in the premises. We just don't say much because our general manager is really strict about it and argues with us every time we bring it up, and one of our old staff members got fired for threatening to expose him. Last week I decided to take action and I hid a camera inside the coop and videoed what was happening. Played it on a projector I set up in the restaurant in front of all the customers. People got so mad that they started throwing their food at our manager, and the police showed up and arrested him. I let all the live chickens free into the eating area and everyone applauded as they all escaped out the door. I'm now heading to bed as I've got an early shift tomorrow as new head manager. There is no KFC out there that kills its chickens at the KFC. And if there is, well, the egg's on my face. Get it? Because chicken egg. We're gonna go to the next one. r/atheism destroyed someone in an argument. We were in a Zoom and I noticed someone with a cross on their necklace. I told him, take that off, you're just supporting an imaginary man. And Lamau, he couldn't even come up with a good argument. He just responded, you don't believe him and I respect that, but I do believe in him. I just replied with, I don't believe in him because I do not bother myself with such dumb things. I almost revealed my true intelligence and absolutely destroy him, but the teacher kicked me out because she's a snowflake too. Well, here's the thing. You can be an atheist or agnostic or whatever the hell, but you don't go to people and be like, lol, you believe in someone that's fake, because then you're just a dickhead, and no one likes a dickhead. So believe in what you want to believe, but do it to yourself. And well, ladies and gentlemen, just like that, we have reached the end of r/thathappened. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell so you get notified every time Easy Peasy uploads. And hey, if you want to hear more from me, my personal channel, Zach X Fuller, is linked in the description below. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, I'll see you around.